Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we will continue the remaining parts of chapter 4, the Vedic civilization. So watch the video till end, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for notification. Share with your friends also. So let's begin it. Family system and day to day life. Let's learn how was the family system and how was their day-to-day life in Vedic period. Children, joint family system was prevalent in the Vedic period. The Grihapati was the head of the family. Who was the head of the family? Grihapati. Grihapati was the head of the family. His family included his old parents, wife, and children, and also the families of the children, the younger brothers, and their families. The family system was patriarchal. Patriarchal means the family was controlled by men. If we talk about the houses in the Vedic period, the houses during the Vedic period were earthen or wattle and daub construction. A house was called griha or shala. A house was called griha or shala. The diet of the people mainly consisted of cereals like wheat, barley, and rice. From this, they made different preparations. Now let's learn about the garments and ornaments of Vedic period. People in the Vedic period used cotton and woolen garments. Men and women used ornaments of gold, flower garlands, strings made of beads, etc. A kind of pendant called niksha seems to have been popular. It was also used as currency. If we talk about Vedic musical instruments and the means of entertainment, then singing, playing musical instruments, dance, board games, chariot race, and hunting were the means of recreation. Recreation means entertainment. So what were the means of entertainment? Singing, playing musical instruments, dance, board games, chariot race, and hunting. Their main musical instruments were veena, satantu, cymbals, and the conch. Percussion instruments like damru and mridang were also used. You can see the pictures of musical instruments during the Vedic period. Agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life. Agriculture means krishi, animal husbandry means pasupalan, economic means arthik, and social life means samajik jivan. So let's learn about agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life during Vedic period. Agriculture was the main occupation during the Vedic period. During the Vedic period, animals like horses, cows, and dogs had a special importance. Cows were used as means of exchange. That is why cows were highly prized. The Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses. Taming means palna, and hastening them into the chariot. And hastening means kam melana. So the Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses and hastening them into the chariots. In this period, apart from agriculture and animal husbandry, several other occupations had also flourished. Artisans and people practicing various occupations were important part of the social system. They formed independent organizations known as shrenis or guilds. The head of the guild was known as Shreshti. Who was the head of the guild? Shreshti was the head of the guild. During this period, there were four varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. As you can see over here, a varna was determined by the occupation of the people. In the later period, the varnas came to be determined on the basis of birth. This gave rise to caste. The caste system led to inequality in the society. During the Vedic period, there were four stages or four ashramas from birth to death. The first ashram was the Brahmacharya ashram. The next stage was Grihastha ashram. The third stage was Banprasth Ashram, and the fourth stage was Sannyas Ashram. Religious ideas. Now let's learn about the religious ideas during the Vedic period. Forces of nature such as the sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers were given the form of deities. The Vedic people put offering into yasna fire to please them. These offerings were called havi. Yasna is the act of offering havi into the fire. Initially, the yasna rites were simple, but later on the rules of yasna became harder and harder. The importance of priest went on increasing. Now let's talk about the political system during the Vedic period. In the Vedic period, each village had a head known as Gramani. A group of villages formed a Vish, whose head was called Vishpati. Several Vish formed a Jana. Later it came to be known as Janpad. The head of the Jana was known as Nrip or Raja. The main duties of the king were to protect the people and run the administration efficiently. In order to run the administration smoothly, the king appointed various officers. The Purohit, which is also known as priest, and the Senapati of the army were officers of special importance. The officer who collected the taxes was known as Bhagdugh. There were four institutions who guided the king: Sabha, Samiti, Vidat, and Jana. Women too participated in the working of Sabha and Vidat. The Sabha consisted of senior citizens of the state, whereas the Samiti was a general body of the people. So children, here I finish this chapter. If you find it interesting, please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for notification, like and share with your friends. To watch the first part of this chapter, please click the link given in the description box. Thank you for watching and listening to me.